I was just thinking, I don't think this trail is gonna lead us to the lake. I might turn around, but it led us to blueberries. Good morning. Good morning. You crazy little thing. Are you ready to get out? You ready to get out of the car? Is that how we're doing it this morning? That how you watching coffee making proceedings? Here's our lovely view. It's coffee. You would not like it. Good morning, everyone, from a little roadside pull-off on Duffey Lake in British Columbia. Kind of lower British Columbia now. I've skipped ahead a little bit. Here's British Columbia. We were in Quesnel, British Columbia, whence last we met. And I have come down to Duffey Lake about 60K from Whistler. Took a few days so that I could get reaccustomed to traveling with a dog and accustomed to traveling with a puppy and figure out what kind of his schedule and structure is going to be and how he fits into this whole journey. He has a name now. His name is Tuk, for Tuk Tuk. And he's a very sweet boy, but he obviously needs a lot more exercise and a lot more structure than my old guy, Fluffy Dog. Where are you going? You going over there now? Okay. That's fine. I was also kind of running south as quick as I could to try to get ahead of the wildfire smoke. Like, it was getting to me, man. There was some serious wildfire smoke through the interior of British Columbia, and it was not good. I also, as it turns out, needed a few days to kind of deal with feelings, because adopting this little guy absolutely brought up some pretty strong feelings of grief, and I was pretty miserable for a couple days, and I'm not quite out of it yet, but I'm feeling better. I started feeling better really when I started getting into more dramatic landscapes and windy mountain roads, and we're there now in the more dramatic landscapes and the windy mountain roads, and we're going to carry on down the road. I don't know where we're going today, except for that our very first stop is got to be someplace to walk that guy, because there's no place to walk him right here. We're on a beautiful lake, but the highway is right there. You ready to go, little one? You ready to go? I can't see good around the corners. All right, there we go. Gotta tell you, this is the first cool morning I've had for about a week. The interior of British Columbia is hot, and I very much welcome the cool morning that I've had this morning. Yeah, this road is a little wonky. Oh man, we've got a pretty spectacular view right off the bat. I am not 30 seconds out of my camp spot, and yeah, there's some good mountains, man. Good mountains. We've been going down a fun little windy mountain road, but so far no place to walk the dog. I went by one provincial park and it was closed. I don't know why it's closed, but so we can't go there. So keeping my eye out for some place to walk the puppy dog. There is a town coming up, and maybe we'll go for a walk around town. I'd rather go for a walk in the woods, but because we got some good woods here. But I gotta find an appropriate place. We are going through Pemberton right now, and I thought Pemberton would be more of a town, although maybe we just haven't gotten to the town portion yet. But it looks more like it's just a small First Nations village. Haven't seen a gas station or anything like that. So, might not find a good place to walk the dog here. And I could use some gas. I mean, I'm not in dire straits by any means, but I wouldn't mind filling up the tank. I have plenty of gas to get to Whistler. And Whistler certainly will have gas, but I like to be a little extra sure. What are you doing, little buddy? He hasn't figured out that sticking your head out the window is a cool thing. He had never, I'm pretty sure, ever seen a lake before yesterday. I took him to a lake and took him to two lakes. And the first lake, he went to the edge of the water, and that's as close as he got. And the second lake, there were actually some other dogs playing around there. And he braved enough to put 4 feet in the water. I mean, just barely covering his feet, but he did get 4 feet in the water. He's got a lot of learning to do, and a lot of things in life to figure out. And he's also a little bit afraid of some woods. We took a hike through a little woodsy area that got kind of narrow, but not. I mean, it's just a little narrow walking path through some woods, and he didn't like that at all. I had to carry him through part of the walk to get him through. So he's got some learning, and he's got some anxieties and fears. I'm hoping that we can find a big watery area that has more dogs, because that seems to help his confidence a little bit, is seeing other dogs do stuff. Yeah. He doesn't quite trust me yet enough to know that I'm not going to lead him into certain death. So having other dogs show him things would be very useful. So we're looking for spots. There is a gas station in Pemberton. We're going to fill the tank. All right, buddy. Do not eat anything in the car, okay? Gas is a little pricey here. You being a good boy? You being a good boy? On your seat. There you go. Good boy. This is the little town of McCurry. We're not quite to Pemberton yet. I thought we were, but we are not. This is McCurry. Pemberton is up next. And I did a little homework while I was at the gas station, and there's a park in Pemberton where I can take him for a little walk, and there's an off-leash dog area by a lake. So that's where we're headed. Get him a little bit of exercise. He'll need a proper, longer walk later in the afternoon, but that'll get us a good start for the day. This is actually Pemberton. And we're gonna follow Google Maps, and hopefully she's taken us the correct direction. Hang on a second. I know, it's very exciting. You can't, that doesn't work, buddy. Your thing isn't long enough, really. I guess it's, it's not instant freedom, buddy. This is called 1 Mile Lake Park, and it should be good for running off some energy. This is a very pleasant little park. This little boardwalk we've got to walk on doesn't look super sturdy. The boardwalk is the way to the off-leash portion, so that's the way we got to go. And I'm sure it's more sturdy than it looks. Oh, look at you bravely walking on the boardwalk. It feels reasonably sturdy walking on it. It moves a bit, but it's fine. And look at this water. It's very murky, but a really cool green color. But you want to go in there? Ah, no, you don't. Come on, bees. Did you get a little wetter than you expected? There aren't any other dogs so far at the little dog beach, but there are a bunch of geese back there, and he hasn't really shown any interest in the geese, which is a good thing. Maybe a little interest in the geese now that one just sort of flapped around. Are you gonna get your feet wet today? Are you possibly going to get your feet wet today? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, we're just gonna pee. Good boy. He's back on leash because he is in running away mode now. He's very excited. And he tried to follow another lady out of the park and down the trail because he doesn't know that I'm his human yet. So he's back on leash and we're gonna go back to the car. Wish there were a couple dogs for him to play with here, but there's not at the moment. So he did some little wandering around. He got a drink of water out of the water. It's definitely a bit of a relearning curve to remember puppies and puppy behavior and how much exercise they need and the fact that he's not trustworthy yet. I'm trying to think of how long it's been since I've had an actual puppy. And it's been a long time because Fluffy was not a puppy when I got him. And the dog before Fluffy, I did get as a puppy, but there's a bird just flew out of the bush and startled me. But the dog before Fluffy was a puppy when I got him, and that was a long time ago. I mean, 15 years ago? 20? I have to look back and see when I got Cobb, who was an amazing dog as well. But that was a long time ago. And he was a puppy, and little Tuck here is a little bit older, so isn't quite as much work as, say, an 8-week-old puppy, but he's still a lot of work and got a lot of learning to do. And oh, you've got some energy to run off today, don't you? Yeah, it's wet. Did you fall? Let me help you. Whoa. For a puppy, he's actually pretty mellow most of the time, but he does have his bursts of energy. Now you're filthy. He just tried to leap from there to there, and he was unsuccessful. Come here, let me help you up. He is covered in mud. I know. You're a mess. You're a mess. It is now warm outside. He's less muddy. I didn't get it on camera because I wasn't sure how it would go. But I walked out on one of the docks in the park and dunked him in the water, just up to here, and he actually did pretty good with that. So he may get more dunkings in the future. So at least he's more wet now instead of muddy. That's an improvement. Whistler is big, like a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Although it makes sense since they had Olympics here. But it's big and crowded and certainly lovely. But we're not going to hang out here. There's some stuff we could do here, some parks to visit, and they've got a bunch of lakes and obviously cool shops because it's a little ski town. It's a big ski town, actually, with big mountains, but it's hard to see the mountains in town while you're in town. And it's really busy and crowded and expensive, and you got to pay to park. And I'd really like to get a sandwich, but I'm not going to pay to park just to get a sandwich. So we are carrying on past Whistler and gonna look for a camping spot outside of town. I took a little detour because I was like, oh, there's a park with a lake. But it's paid parking at the lake. We're not doing that. I'm taking a spontaneous detour to the Whistler Olympic Park. One, I might be able to find a sandwich up here. I don't think it's paid parking. I think we might be able to find a hike up here. And there might be some nice views. I think the Olympic Park is now mostly an RV park. The cafe is closed, so there's not much to do right at the top here except for camping, paid camping. But there is a hike if I turn around a little bit. That's what's up here. They have ski jumps. There's the Olympic rings. I'm not feeling that it's necessary to walk over to the Olympic rings. I'm really sad about the cafe being closed. I think that means I gotta make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch. It's a brief glimpse, but there's a glimpse of big, cool mountains. Where can I get that I can get a better look at the big, cool mountains? We are driving down this little Forest Service road to Callahan Lake. Apparently some spots of this road might require 4x4, but doesn't look like it so far. There's a free provincial park campground at the end, supposedly, and a pretty lake. And I think that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, it's bumpy. What do you think of the bumpy road? You're not a super big fan? I think we've made it into the temperate rainforest, and there's still a little fireweed bloom here and there. He doesn't seem to be super fond of the bumpy roads. but he handles it okay. Yeah, he handled it okay. But hopefully he will learn that bumpy roads lead to good things. This road isn't actually too bad. It mostly just has some bumps and some deep culverts, drainage channels across the road that would be challenging in something with lower clearance. I just got a text message from my cell phone plan welcoming me to Canada. Did they just figure out that I'm in Canada? I've been here for like 3 months. We are climbing up. You can see way down there. Well, the view on the way in is certainly something special. I hope there's room at the inn. There is no room at the inn. It is completely packed. But you want to go for a little walk, buddy? Because we made it all the way up here. Found a little trail, hoping it goes to the lake. I think it might. I'm actually a little bit surprised that he willingly crossed that bridge, because he does seem to have a little fear of new things. Look at that beautiful, perfect Rusula, or Russula. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I know what it is. Blueberries. Now that is exciting. Amazing. And there's more. I was just thinking, I don't think this trail is gonna lead us to the lake. I might turn around, but it led us to blueberries. I've been walking a while and the lake has not appeared. So we're going back to the car and I'm gonna drive up to the lake and show you guys the lake, because I thought this trail would lead right to the lake, but it does not. It does have thousands and thousands of blueberries though, so worth the hike. Good boy.
Come over here to watch me.
What a lovely lake. Unfortunately, there is no available camping spots, so we won't be camping here. And it's kind of busy. Like, there's a lot of people here. Besides the campers, there's obviously hikers and backpackers too. So we are carrying on down the road. It would be really cool to break out the kayak on that lake, although I'm not sure that one is quite ready to learn about kayaking. I think he needs to actually like willingly walk out into the water a little more than just wetting his toes. So it may be a little while before we take him kayaking. And look at that mountain dead ahead. You couldn't see these mountains down below or go in the other direction. We are driving back this road to our potential campsite, and it says that it's a 4x4 road, and they're not kidding. I mean, certainly not the whole way here, but there are a couple spots already that I've had to get in for low. So, yay! Somebody's in my spot. Looks like they've been there a little while too. So I'm gonna continue a little further down this road and see if I find another spot. I think that will work. I mean, it's just a pull off on the side of this little 4x4 road, but let me show you the view. Look at the colors we're getting at sunset. Hope that's coming out on video. It's beautiful. And then behind us, another amazing view. Would you like to come out? No? Yeah. You might like to come out. Let me get your leash and then we'll get your tie out. Okay. The Jeep is in no way level. It is very much not level, but that's fine. I've got an amazing view behind me. I've got an amazing view over there. I got no neighbors and very unlikely to have any neighbors. This will do. Are you helping? Yeah, you're helping. Hi, I'm having PB and J for dinner. That's about all I can manage right now. PB and J. And I need to go shopping. But I pretty much always have PB and J on hand. Oh, he actually walked away. That's good. Do you think this is for you? You already had your dinner. I'm sitting on the hood of the Jeep to eat this because I don't feel like pulling out a chair, and it keeps it out of the little one's reach. The beast has been fed. I've had my dinner. I think it's time to turn in and start doing some editing. And that's it for today. And I want to thank all of you for coming along with me. It's amazing that you're coming along with me. And if you made it this far in the video, hit that subscribe button. It costs nothing and it really does help. I'll see you down the road.